I am under control.
Nothing in historic racing is like the Spa 6 hours.
This is always a highlight of the year.
We're having fun on the track.
It's got long sweeping corners, it's short corners, it's got long straights, it's got hills, it's up, it's down.
Every time you come here, you feel you can push yourself.
It's so addictive.
It is so intense. In the dark.
It has this special atmosphere when you drive at night.
Team tactics, driver changes.
Things going on all the time.
Good fortune, bad fortune.
You can't really catch your breath. You're going to be surrounded by cars.
You see everything.
Everything could happen in 6 hours.
We've got 3 cars here this time. The main one is the E-Type Jaguar, the low drag, and that's in the Spa 6 hours, a race we've never done before. The car has never run for 6 hours. It's going to be a considerable greater test for the drivers.
There's 3 of us sharing the driving, so we'll probably do an hour and a quarter per stint, which is longer than any of us have ever driven before.
I had the car for 10 years, but it's only really now that we're racing it in this quality of races. It's a big ask for it today. We have no idea how it's going to do.
Before, it was just me and Carlos, and we did it, the 2 of us. But as we're getting a bit older, we need some more help. And, Jonathan is a mutual friend, so as of last year, he's joined the team.
I'm driving this weekend this Lola with Jonathan. Jonathan is also co-driving with me and Mark the car for the 6 hours.
Last year, they were very generous to me. They allowed me to drive the last 2 hours in the dark, in the rain, with no lights, which I thought was very sporting of them. Carlos always claims he can't see at night. Mark claimed he had to go to dinner or something, so I got the short straw. This year I'm doing the first 2 hours, which is easier.
David Clark put the team together. Wolfgang owns the cars.
Is there a regular team here for Spa?
Yeah, always we're doing this. Never change a winning team.
The Aston is one of the best prepared cars I'm allowed to have a go in. And the big thing is it's a nice team, right? Everybody does their bit.
I think we're all driving quite well. We've just had a good run.
We're fairly equal, so we make progress.
It's shaping up to be, quite a good partnership. Roger's been very good to me. He sponsored me when I was in Formula Ford.
Joe had a couple of time laps this morning. I think he was doing sort of 3 minutes, 10 seconds.
I think we can go a long way because we're on a similar pace.
When the E-Type Jaguar was launched back in 1961, it was the car we all wanted to see, touch, and every time you saw one, it had a beautiful girl in it. I had to wait till I was in my early 40s till I could afford one. Then I want to race a Jaguar.
I've been racing 27 years. I started with contemporary cars, I did some international GT, I did Le Mans, I did Daytona, and then I got into old cars.
I've been coming historic racing since I was 2 or 3. The 6 hours has always been a highlight. It's a race I looked at when I was a kid and thought, God, those guys are quick and they're brave.
Driven here in races for about 4 years, but in 1 hour races.
I've raced at Spa before. We all race Jaguars.
A couple of times to Spa. I raced last year in my XK.
Carlos and I won this race here last year in the Lola. I'm not sure we're going to today because the rules have changed a bit, but I've been coming here about 10 years.
I don't know, 6, 7, 8, 9 times, I don't remember anymore. My first international meeting was here with a Porsche RACER.
He came here as one of my drivers, as one of this grid. I think the race was like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. At breakfast at the hotel, he arrives wearing his race suit. This is very continental. So ever since then, we've been very good friends. And I had to politely explain that you change 10 minutes before you go out in the car. But Carlos was in the race suit at breakfast, impressing the waitress.
We finished second 2 years ago, and I think that's probably as far as it's gonna get. We've been doing this for a good few years, and so has my good friend Wolfgang Friedrich in the Aston Martin project car. And when we came second, he came first, and he's been doing really well here.
We went on the podium together. I think he was second as he was first. It was nice, yeah. It's a co-pilot. He's very good here around because he's a Belgian guy, so his home circuit.
I've been racing for 20 odd years, and I've done Spa 6 hours 7 or 8 times. I've won it 3 times.
Last year we was on second, the year before first, and the year before third.
If we hadn't have had a puncture last year, we would have won it. And we won it the year before, and the year before we should have won it because the car that won it is wrong.
We cannot do it again, but let's see.
Amateur racing for people who enjoy their historic cars should not get confused with modern motor racing championships.
The only reason to go modern racing is to win, right? If you go to be a Formula 3 driver, you exist to be there to win because you hope you're going to move up.
We don't want people out braking each other on the last corner and causing an accident because it's the difference between 9 points and 6 points.
I don't really abuse my cars. I like to drive them fast, but I don't like to try and blow them up at every corner. That's not the point for me. It's having fun with the car and with your mates.
People from modern racing have come over to this because I think the values are better, both maintenance of the car and the not moral values, the fun values, if you like.
It's so different from modern racing, and all we've been hearing about modern Formula One and all that's gone on there, this is the opposite. Because everybody just wants all their competitors. You want cars out there, you don't want cars to drop out. At Porto, we had such fun with that other silver Corvette. Why would you not want it to run?
You're doing modern racing. You're competing against guys who are doing it for a job. My theory is I want to compete extraordinarily well at my job and be very good at that. If I'm half competent at motorsport, that's a bonus. Virtually everyone on the front 4 or 5 rows are really racing regularly and pretty aggressively. I mean, this isn't after you, Claude. We're trying to win. In historic racing, there is every kind of guy, from the guy who really, really does want to win, right towards the back of the grid, the guy who has a lovely car and simply wants to go and have fun in it. And I do think occasionally we have to realise, unless we do look after everybody, it doesn't work.
The first edition, we had 35 cars on the grid and only 1 race. Now we have 680 cars and more than 1,000 drivers.
Spa is just the biggest challenge of the year because on this circuit you can run so many cars.
6 hour race will have nearly 100 cars in it.
The reason why is most probably the circuit of Spa, because all the drivers love to race here.
It's the best race in Europe. Real racing and a fabulous circuit.
Spa and Le Mans. These are the tracks I like most. That's my car. I know the noise.
As the sun goes down and the smells and the sounds, there is literally nothing like it for historic racing.
I love Spa. I've been here quite a few times now. It's my kind of track. That's not to say that Laguna Seca wasn't, but this is a track for really fast cars.
It's the nicest track in the world. apart from the Nürburgring Nordschleife, so the second nicest.
Porto is a Mickey Mouse track. It's very narrow. If you lose the car, then you hit something. But here you have lots of space.
A couple of fast speed corners, the radio of the wall here, all adds to its mystique.
It's got the most scary corner that I've ever been around, which is the top of Eau Rouge.
That is the corner that you're diving downhill to, and it's just beckoning you to keep your foot flat to the floor.
You are going up the hill.
Very steep hills. You don't realize it.
It's a blind, slight left-hander, and you've got to be going flat out because it's a straight immediately after. So if you get it slightly wrong and have to overcorrect your spinning, can you actually hold flat out or not?
Some people can do it. We will see.
The car feels great, it's running fantastic, but something went pop and the clutch started slipping, and I realised that something serious was wrong, so I got it back into the pits, and they've found pieces of the clutch hanging off the bottom of the car.
We've broken the centre plate in the clutch. Broken the middle of the clutch, the driving plate.
Unfortunately, I think it means a clutch change, and either someone coming back from England to Spa or someone going back home and collecting a new clutch. So it's going to be a race to get the car finished for qualifying.
We've got to make qualifying by 4:30 tomorrow afternoon.
It'll be a race for time.
When the clutch went yesterday, it looks like it also destroyed the inside of the gearbox as well. There's nothing we can do. It's not going to be able to run. So Nick doesn't think it's worth doing anything and trying to find another gearbox, but I'm going to make a couple of calls just in case.
The guys are thinking about trying to get one from Germany, but in all fairness, I think they're up against it.
Sorry. Next year?
Last year, we entered the Cortina in the 6-hour race, and it lasted 4 laps. The water pump broke, so yeah, this is a second year of pretty disappointing Spa 6 hours.
When you have a problem like this in racing, you go to people with a similar car and everybody normally wants to help, and if they've got parts, it's like standard practice that you just let somebody have them and then get on with their racing. I happened to see Julian, a friend of mine, and he said, "How are you getting on at Spa?" And I said, "Well, we're doing fine, but my son Joe is down to drive in the 6-hour race, in the Corvette. First time in the 6-hour race." They thought the car wasn't going to run.
What you got to do is find somebody locally. Well, I ring Paul Grant from, he's from Belgium, he's from Brussels. Today, you get a clutch.
Roger, how long have you got?
We've got till 5 o'clock.
And he said, "Well, I've got a Corvette, you know, I've got a spare gearbox. Why don't you borrow that?"
Got a box that'll...
Let me speak to the guys and see what they say. Julian Bronson's got a gearbox.
We'll rush around like lunatics, we will fail to do it, and all we do is compound the situation.
Really?
Yeah, because all we do is create loads of stress. And it just, been there many times, Roger, just... Hang on a minute, are you running? Is this qualifying running out of here or running out of there?
They all seem to be down the bottom of the hill there, so I don't know.
That's where they're...
Miracles happen. Julian Bronson had a gearbox, and someone else found a clutch. So they've assembled the gearbox and clutch into the car. The clutch is on the back of the engine, and we're waiting for the forklift to come and lift the engine back in. they'll bolt all the ancillaries back on, and hopefully we'll get out for the qualifying at 4:30 or whenever it is.
I think they've got about an hour and 20 minutes to go. It's a big job. Obviously, when you do this, it's a bit thrown together, so it's really fingers crossed that everything works, everything's in the right place. There's no chance to test it. It'll just have to work or not work. But they're good guys, and I think it will work. If it lasts for 6 hours, it will be fantastic. Real achievement.
We asked them 2 questions. One was, can we qualify out of session? And they said no, but you can start at the back of the grid. So if we miss qualifying today, we'll just start at the back of the grid. And number 2 was, if we have a real problem and we can't get the Corvette back together, can we enter the Cortina into the 6 hour? And they said yes.
It's very straightforward. The fastest person in qualifying is at the front of the grid, the slowest is at the back.
With a grid of 100 cars, to be honest, whether you're 30th or 39th is not a huge issue. It's not worth risking all. We want to qualify well because you don't want to be starting at the back, because then for the first hour and a half, the first driver has got a lot of work to do to get past the people in front of him.
The track was not so good today, it was very slippery. I was not so good. But at the end, we are always happy because everybody is quicker than last year.
We've got, I think, an hour and a quarter, so the 3 of us will have, whatever it is, 20, 25 minutes each to, get used to the car and to set a lap time for grid position.
Why has it stopped, do you know?
No, not at all. I've only just turned up.
There was an accident on Blanchimont. 2 cars went on.
A DB4 and a Mustang. Don't know whether they hit each other, but one was on the right-hand side on the tyre wall, the other on the left-hand side.
I just have to clean up the track.
Dropped off the jacks, and it's coming down to start qualifying.
Things are looking up.
You'll see us afterwards, and hopefully we'll be smiling.
Jonathan was in the car, Corvette used this as a brake device, so they kissed us. Nothing serious, I mean, just a little kiss, a dent. The car has, war scars, so that's one more. It shouldn't happen. It is supposed to be gentleman driving, but okay, well,
Not like last year. It's not as user-friendly.
These cars you have to try and be as smooth. Given that it has loads of torque, you can drive it in a higher gear. Okay, instead of doing a certain corner in second, you can do it in third, and it will, it's smoother and it's easier on the car.
I'm just using second gear here and there.
Yeah, me too. Everything else is in third.
Down the hill, fourth gear.
Yeah, me too. Everything. You have to carry.
You have to carry on. You cannot push
it. Going to second gear is losing time with this car.
Okay, chicane in
the
here.
Chicane. Jonathan was taking the chicane in first. Second.
You obviously was frustrated by my poor driving.
The car's falling apart on you. No, okay, you did a 303 at the end. I have insurance for the big stuff.
Third everywhere. Down the hill, fourth gear.
Yeah, that's fine. And then the third of the gear.
Chicane, third gear.
Yeah.
Down the hill, third gear.
Yeah.
And then fourth gear.
Okay. Oh, yeah, okay.
You
must use longest one.
Gallus, you want to come?
Found the car.
I just said it was the gearbox again, and he's literally pulled out the pits, gone second, third, and it's just all sort of gone to pieces.
The boys worked so hard and got the new gearbox and clutch into the car. We all thought it was going to be fine, and I left straight out of the pit exit.
He's gone first, second, third, bang.
It looks like either that clutch or that gearbox is gone as well, so I think that's it for the Corvette.
Bit of a disaster, really.
We're going to ask if they'll let us run the Cortina. I think the issue may be that we didn't qualify in the Cortina, so they may let us, they may not. So I guess we'll just see what their decision is in the morning.
David got down to 3:12. I was at 3:16. Mark only did a few laps, so he was around 3:22. But Mark had obviously come down, given a bit more time. They've got a television screen. 56 is what they were showing, which is fine.
That's all right. That's
It's
good.
all right.
If we can do 259s, 302s in that range,
in that range.
every lap,
Yeah.
we're fine. Because there's always going to be some traffic.
But you must be very loose on the car. Also, the car, if you rev it too much, it starts jumping.
That's okay.
Very slow boy.
Huh?
Very slow boy.
He's hiding. No, he did a 303, so he's okay.
Pulled in a pretty good time, I heard.
I think we all did, which we've been doing for the last 3 or 4 years.
Our time was 2:56, so we are ninth, which is for our car, GT car, is very good because we have 3 or 4 GT40s in front of us, which is a big competition.
It's the first dry weekend of the season for me. I think it's the 6th or 7th weekend, but on all the other ones I had rain, and I hate rain. I think rain belongs to the sea.
It was raining since April here. We are not in Spa, we are in Laguna Seca today. This weekend is just California here.
Welcome to 6 hours of Spa-Francorchamps.
Frites, hot dog, hamburgers, sandwich et de délicieuses pâtes bolognaises.
Driving is such an insular experience. I can't tell my wife what it's like to drive. I can try and explain, but she's not interested anyway. The nice thing about a team event, like a 6-hour race where you have 2 or 3 drivers, you're all driving the same car on the same track. Therefore, you're having the same experience. As a result, you have a camaraderie. And someone's going to be faster, someone's going to be slow, but it doesn't matter because you're pulling together.
The first 2 guys will do an hour and a half each, and that would be in daylight. Then I will come on and do an hour and a half, and that will be in dusk going through to night. And then we do 3 stints of 30 minutes, and I'll do the final stint.
Jonathan starts, and then it's going to be Carlos because he doesn't see that well in the dark, and I'll do the last bit.
Looks like we're in action. Roger. New Zealand wishes you luck.
We'll find a good race pace and just keep, putting the laps in.
Well, I reckon 320s there.
320s, okay, well we've got it all on the dash. My first time in the car around Spa.
And the race will start up there.
At 45 minutes, I will give them a signal fuel so that when if it goes out before,
You want me to
just
wait?
switch it from 2 to 1.
Okay, you want me to wait until the engine misfires or I just change it?
Yes, dear, I want you to wait.
To wait until it
Because I need to know what the consumption is.
Don't forget, Wolfgang, go for it and make sure you breathe on the straight, especially in the first few laps.
It's a massive group. I think it's about 90 cars along the group. Again, I've never been in a race with that many cars. It's a very long circuit. So I gather quite soon the cars get pretty spread out.
It's going to happen very fast. Within 30 minutes, probably less, the circuit will be full of cars. There's probably around about a minute's lap time difference between the fastest cars like GT40s and the slowest cars.
GT40 we cannot even think about, so just can follow.
The rolling start will be at the top, not here, okay, yeah. Just take you round, and I think then you do the start.
Under control, control.
size of the race is just ideal. It's an endurance race, but let's say the tempo is like a sprint.
I like the longer races because everybody gets to fulfill a part in it.
A 6-hour race, you kind of take it easy on the car. The less gear changes you do, the better it is for the gearbox. And in a sprint race, you don't really think about that. You just go balls out, drive on the limit for a short period of time.
There's a fine balance between pushing the car, keeping the car in good shape so it's going to last the 6 hours.
Get any old car to last 6 hours is quite rare. It's a 6-hour race. So there's no point breaking the gearbox on lap 3.
He's just phoned in and said he's lost the gears.
Mark, gearbox completely gone. The gear lever was flopping all over the place.
Which I suspect is the top of the gearbox has snapped off, which is quite common on those gearboxes.
I tried to change into third, nothing happened, so I just went straight on. The marshals stopped me, they pushed me back behind the concrete barrier in the corner. And then I asked them, look, is there any way of getting this car pulled back to the pits? They said, no way. You either repair it yourself or you're out. One of the marshals got hold of a knife, ripped open the leather casing around the loose gear lever, and we unscrewed the whole casing, and with a screwdriver, managed to get me into second gear. Let's go.
Your helmet.
You're a star. After about 10 minutes, I just slowly came back in second gear.
The car then came back to the pits, and another guy lent us another gear shift off another E-Type so we could do the race.
Is it nearly done? Not far off now.
So we're off racing again.
We were thrilled to bits. We lost 40 minutes, but only 6 places from where we started in the race.
To do 2-hour stints, so 3 times 2 makes 6. The question is because they've put in a new fuel station. Before you knew where there was a free fuel pump. Now you don't. So it's going to be a bit of a lottery. So we're not really sure how we need to do that. The pilot in the car will drive into the pit lane up at Osurs, come down here, the driver change will happen. Driver doesn't put the seat belts on at that time, but just goes down. At the end of the pit lane is where the fuel station is. Driver gets out, puts fuel in the car, gets back in the car, puts on the seat belts, and goes. You obviously need to know how long you can drive with a full fuel tank, okay? Because that dictates the maximum that you can stay in the car. We should be able to do 2 hours, okay, but not much more. So the question is, do we come in every 2 hours as planned with the risk of lots of cars being there?
It's running smoothly at the moment. Roger's going very well. He's very consistent, which is what you need in a 6-hour race, any kind of endurance race.
Joe's about to get in the car. They've done nearly an hour, I guess.
easy to get into a nice smooth rhythm without, you know, being tiring.
It's not set up for the 6 hours, so it hasn't really got that much in the way of headlights. Driving at night, it'll be interesting.
They don't care anything. I put the light on flashing, they stay in tree and overtaking themselves. So it's very dangerous overtaking because you cannot trust anybody.
The car working a bit better?
Same as last year.
Okay, good. That's great. Well done.
Some people can drive as fast at night as they can during the day, and the argument is that there's fewer distractions.
You're in the car, you're on your own, it's dark outside. It's quite cozy, actually.
It's dark, very, very dark. And I say that because the only place I've ever driven before is Le Mans, and they actually light the corners up, but here it's pitch black.
I think they think that maybe I can see better. I'm not sure, but I enjoy it.
I will be doing most of my driving at night. My colleagues are not too convinced that they can see in the dark. We will find out.
When it starts getting dark, you tend to want to look at the brake lights in front. If you look past that in the corner, you've got to work out your own braking speed and not rely on the fast car in front. Because sometimes they were braking too soon because of the car in front of them or something. So I can get up on the inside, but as the night goes on, it's going to get more difficult. Because you won't be able to see the bend. That's the problem. It's all nice and bright down here, and then when you come over the top of our rouge, it's darkness up there.
We're fourth right now, but it's a big, big gap to third place. Whether we can do that, I think, is difficult. This is the first race we've ever done, which looks like it will be dry throughout. So we're a little bit concerned about how everything runs. We've never run this hard for this long.
pushing it so much faster and harder. When you do that, it gets so hot, they start to break up. So it's breaking up there. So as it slides, it's pushing the if you feel it, it's so sticky.
No rain, no safety car, it means 5-6 hours without stopping. Keeps them warming up heavily.
For about the last 20 minutes, because the tyre had gone, I can feel the car moving around a lot.
It's very physical here, especially in our car, but we're doing very well. The car is very reliable, so that's why we're doing good. So brakes are fine. We just lost one tyre, was gone, and we saw that the driver's change, and if the tyre's now going on well, we have to be arrived in the podium.
The car was fantastic, absolutely. Trouble is in the dark out there, there's no light at all, you know, it's pitch black.
Did an hour and 40, which was quite a long stint in a car that I'd never really driven before. It was very nice. It was just going into the night, so the sun was going down, the marshals were having barbecues, and it was really, really nice. It's amazing driving at night because all the quick cars that are really pushing, their brake discs blow up red and flames coming out the exhaust. It's very cool.
Lights in your mirrors. It's all right though, I'm sorry I was a bit slow.
There's a lot of faster stuff out there, and they're flashing you on the way down the straights and into the corners, so you're looking for an apex, and all you got is lights in your mirrors flashing at you. It's very difficult. You've got to drive and always be looking in your mirrors, but at the same time try and do stuff yourself, so it's a bit of a compromise, really.
They've changed the lighting regulations this year, which from a period perspective you can understand it. So you're not allowed to use gas-charged lights, which means now that you have to use extra lights in period, you know, the normal bulb lights. But now you have this huge wall of light. So I think it's more blinding now, but okay, I'll just shut my eyes.
Stopped twice. On the first time, I called the car. Come on, be serious. This is a race, not time to rest. Yes, I have changed the fuel pump 53 minutes ago. It stopped again and it restarted for a couple of meters. But then he told me you didn't say thank you, so he stopped again. The fuel pumps, right? It is right. Where is the fuel pressure gauge? Which one? No mark, nothing. Instead, both sides. Pump 1, no fuel pressure. Pump 2, no fuel pressure. It happens just like the girls do. Suddenly, and without any reason, they say, no, I don't want. It was what the car did. It was going up like home. It started misfiring. Okay, what's this? And then coming down, it just shut down. So we have a chat between me and the car. And then finally, the car said, okay, I'll cooperate with you, and he brought me here.
Did you have to make some promises to the car?
Yes. A girly car, if you have. No, it was very strange the way it stopped. Let's see. Then you stop for 1 minute or two. I don't see much. Nice, so I have the light from the marshal, phone, helmet on, helmet off. Off I go. Let's see what happens. We were 8, but looking at the TV, I don't think we are still 8.
Feel much more confident. The car can do it. We were surprised that we can drive for over an hour, especially at night.
The adrenaline is so pumping through the veins that you don't feel tired. At night, in some ways, it's easier to concentrate because there's less distraction, so you just focus, focus, focus. I'm not sure that the Buddhist monks would think it's meditating, but
A couple of us were driving faster at night than in the day.
it almost feels like meditating.
A psychologist maybe worked that one out.
Because you're absolutely one with what's going on.
We're second now. First, I think, is the Mustang because we had a problem. We couldn't fuel the car. We had to wait 3 or 4 minutes. Otherwise, I think we'd be in the lead. But fingers crossed.
Fortunately for us, unfortunately, a friend of mine, Sean, was on first. He failed, brake problem. But for us, it's very good. So let's fingers crossed we can maintain the position.
No form, I think he stopped for a beer. I don't know.
The temperamental girlfriend.
Yeah.
We're just ahead of Julian Bronson in the GT.
I'll transform him. Hi Mark, where are you? What happened to you? What happened? What happened to you? At the top of the globe, okay, I'll send somebody up, don't worry.
Barry, the checkered flag's going to be on the other gantry.
Yeah, but they'll bring you straight in here. There's no slowing down lap. You come straight in the pit lane after the flag.
No major problems, a couple of minor issues. It went well and finished, and we finished 36, which is amazing, really.
Drive for 50 minutes at night, going more than 150 miles an hour down that straight, not quite knowing where the end of the straight is. I mean, it was really something else.
Really good fun. There's a lot of team, a lot of thoughts going on into your cars are just the cars are fucking amazing, mate. It really is. Excuse my language. That's how it should be. Fantastic. You can lean on it, you can go on the track, whatever you need to do, you can do. I know we didn't come first, but I think we still deserve our team leader.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Justin, sorry. Fucking great.
Cheers.
Well done, everybody.
First to next year, this is important, that there is a next year. That we are here, and then better.
Troisième position pour les Britanniques, John Minshaw, Jerry Wainwright et Oliver Bryant. Second position, ce sont de nouveau les Britanniques. Second position for the Aston Martin, and Simon Alfred. And the winner of the Williams, which is the
The success is based on the fact that we're a very evenly based team.
And the flowers for me.
No, we don't abuse the car too much, so we're able to maintain a good competitive pace for the whole 6 hours. And other people around us have dramas.
I mean, I passed him, the car went really well, and suddenly the car starts backfiring and dies. We don't know what's wrong yet. Philip's looking at it. So we're kind of drinking on our laws today. Cheers. Next year better, huh?
We take 2 batteries next time. And 3 fuel tanks. Then we arrive.
But look, we don't know what happened yet, but something went wrong, big time, with our fuel consumption. We had agreed that Jonathan would go out on tank number 2, drive that until it's empty, and then raise his hand out of the car to let us know that he switched to the other tank. Then we see how many laps he's done, and we know what the consumption is. At 45 minutes, I will give him a signal, fuel, so that if it goes out before... You want me to wait? Yes, I want you to wait. But he drives 1 hour and 10 minutes, and he hasn't raised his hand, and when he came in, he says, I'm still on tank number 2. It's still on the small tank. So we're saying, holy cow, yeah, this is like a very economy car. It's like a Smart or something. And that proved to be wrong, because then Carlos put full. When he came in, I thought I only needed 40 liters. So I tanked 40 liters. And then I come by after half an hour, and I see that I need to come in for fuel. And I almost didn't make it for fuel because they had to push me.
Didn't you see the guards saying that there was no fuel in the tank?
When I came in here, when you guys told me to come in, I mean, they pushed me to the fuel station. Either Jonathan has his pockets full of fuel, or...
Do you think he drank it?
Have you enjoyed that?
Yes.
Well done.
It's good. That's enough. Yeah. Oh, thank you very much, Peter.
I just got here 2 minutes ago from Brussels, and I'm delighted to have made it. I seriously regret I missed the 6 hours because it's a very, very nice race.
I've driven 3 seasons now, but this was my first full season.
This is our racing hero. It's Craigie as well.
Cheers, thanks.
Excellent.
This is the full season that I've been trying to do for the last 3 years. So it's nice to have got to the end of it.
There's one more race that was planned for the end of the season in Spain.
I'm going to finish up probably at Silverstone with my little Formula Junior.
Someone's just offered me a drive down in Paul Ricard, and that's very near Bandol, and I know my wife likes Bandol Rosé, so we might be going down there.
Historic racing used to sort of begin in May and end in October. Now we will go to South Africa in January. There's a chance to go to New Zealand in February. Then the American season starts, so some people go to Sebring before the 12 hours. It just never stops and really follows the sun.
The famous tracks, the famous cars, and enthusiastic drivers. It's a powerful combination.
We'll be back for the 6 hour for sure.
We're going to come back and we're going to do it in the Corvette.
Absolutely. Sign me up. I will sign up for the 6 hours every year that I'm allowed to sign up for, until they take my license away.